Shire. What's up, everybody? E3 is officially wrapped up, and we're excited. What?
Hey!
You know what? I'm okay with this. This will be fun. Hey, everybody, for this week's Top 5, E3 is all wrapped up, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to bring to you the top 5 greatest moments that were talked about, games that were talked about, things that were talked about, just great things from E3. And it's going to be me and Flitz talking about them because we just kind of want to nerd out and geek out and just like, this is what happened. This is why it was great. Do you think you can do that?
I may not have enough words. There is, seriously, this fall, I'm considering it broke season. That's what's gonna happen. Fall, you're gonna be, especially if you have all the consoles, which you probably don't, but the ones you do have are going to deliver the things you want.
You finally dust off that Xbox One and PS4. You get games.
Yeah, the next generation has entered the building.
5.
First one up is a game that people have been talking about for a long time. It's been teased about, and now we're finally seeing a lot of footage, and I finally got a chance to play Destiny.
Space Wizards.
So Bungie, as you guys know, they did the Halo franchise, now they're doing this. Honestly, this game is Halo and Borderlands, and they make a baby. It's a Halo RPG, mass multiplayer, baby.
Borderlo.
The RPG aspect to it, like as you progress through the game, you're collecting new weapons, you can upgrade your weapons, your armor is fully customizable, so you can add additional points to where you want it, whether it be speed, whether it be power, whether it be defense. So you build your own character, and literally, it's a first-person shooter, massive multiplayer online game. It's a first-person MMO, and it's fantastic.
A Halo MMO. That's
Essentially what it is.
That's great because people wanted this with Borderlands. You can jump and take on giant raid bosses, and it doesn't have to be just a couple people.
Exactly, raid bosses. We're looking at 16 players at one time fighting one giant enemy. And if you aren't prepared for it, or if you don't have enough people, you're not gonna beat them. You're not gonna get all the experience.
And I'm excited because with the next generation in the building, I'm really curious how expansive the worlds are gonna be.
The game is absolutely beautiful.
Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
beautiful. Plus, there is PvP. The game mode's great. It's fast-paced. This is a game that you're gonna buy it. Buy it, play it. It's gonna be worth it. It's a new IP that's good. Sorry.
We'll be in a beta. We'll be in a beta.
Find
play
us.
with us if you can find us.
4.
Dude, okay, Ubisoft? How do you say
Boobisoft.
it? Ubi?
Booby.
Boobisoft. They've taken this whole open world existence to the next level. Everything that they're coming out with is open world, pretty much damn near MMO existence.
Yeah, there's not a lot of racing fans here at Smosh Games, but you and I had a chance to play
Wes.
the Crew,
Wes
and
played
Wes
as well.
also. We played the Crew, and it was so much fun. It was a fun racing game where it's, like you were saying, it's an open world. It'll take how long to drive from one side to the other side?
If you want to drive from Miami, this is in game.
You
no,
can do
no
this.
loading, no loading. If you want to drive from Miami to like LA, it'll take 2.5 hours. And each state you can drive through, and it's a different terrain.
We're
and
just
it's-
talking like left side to right side, straight line, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. So imagine if you visit each state, dude.
This is huge. But it's Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Hey, co-op, welcome. So excited to meet you. in
I love
Assassin's
co-op
Creed.
games, and I can't wait to have 4-player co-ops for missions.
We're gonna play a lot of this
Creed.
one.
A lot of
We're
this
gonna play
one.
a lot of this one. 5,000. It can have up to 5,000 people on the screen at once, which is goofy. That's the only word I can think of. And that's exciting. And everything is one-to-one scale. We had a demo where
When you were in Notre Dame.
yes, we went into Notre Dame
You
and
see the Hunchback?
oh no, I think he was up top. We might have killed him before our demo started. Holy great, like seriously, and gutted the engine. Like it's not like the animations are completely different. The graphics are just freaking gorgeous.
It's Assassin's Creed, but it's different and it's new. And I will also be as bold to say, I think this was the most beautiful game I saw at E3 this year. Not only is like the attention to detail so great, but there's moments where like you're just standing on a building and you look down and there's thousands of people below you.
And it's not like thousands of people on the ground. It's like there's a angry mob here, but there's people on the balcony making out, and like you can go into
Everything's different.
different houses, and people are just living their lives.
Seamlessly, just like you'll be running through and like jump into this building, and here's a building here, then jump out, then you're on the other side of the city, then
What
you can go
else?
into the sewers.
The Division gonna be awesome. Pushed.
Division's gonna be fantastic.
My whole saying is better late and great than just
Early
pushed
and bad.
early and just bad and terrible. I gotta figure out the second part of that saying.
Ubisoft always has a great lineup at E3, and this year was just as fantastic, and I can't wait for Assassin's Creed. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan. This one has changed everything for me. I want this game now.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
3.
For number 3 on the list, we aren't necessarily talking about a company, but one game that stole the show. It's a new IP. There were 2 games that everyone wanted to play at E3 this year: Super Smash Bros. And Evolve.
Holy.
We were on just at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
That
It's
was a
like we're
little cute.
friends or something. That's crazy.
cute.
You can play as 4 players as a ground team. There's a medic and there's an engineer and traps,
trapper.
and there's different characters. A lot of people don't realize how big you are as
Yep.
the monster, as the 5th player.
So 5th player is playing as a monster, and you start off and you eat the creatures around you so that you evolve. And while you're doing that, you're like, all right, cool. I think I'm a little bit bigger now that I've evolved to level 2. But as soon as you see one of those human characters, you realize that you are massive. You
You're
are
a
a god. We just did it again.
I know, it's like friendship.
Wow. This is a new IP that I think is going to do really well. People will be playing for a long time. And that's what I want to see. I want to see new IPs
Yes.
that people don't just play for like a few weeks and then drop off like in Titanfall. Like this is a game that's going to be so much fun. You're going to want to have your friends together. You're going to want to be communicating. Something to look out
Yes.
for. Like this, I think, was a fan favorite at E3.
Numero dos. Warner Brothers was in the
Oh,
building.
man. They showed up with not that many titles, but the ones they did have,
Gold. Just
fantastic.
gold. Like, okay, I'm going to talk about Mortal Kombat. For those of you who don't know, I'm a fighting game fan. I love fighting games.
Has like the collector's edition sticks for every fighting game that's been released on a next-gen console.
Mortal Kombat X, you'll see the trailer. That is what the game looks like.
And when I saw the trailer, I was just impressed with it. But you actually got to go behind the scenes
Yes.
and see the game.
And see different
And
characters.
it's exactly what you're looking at. It's fantastic.
And it's the next generation. They're creating new characters. Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage finally smanged it.
Yep.
And they have a kid.
I think it's a bold move. I think it's a very bold move, but I'm open to it and I trust it. It's literally the next generation of fighters. There's a lot of
Yes.
new characters, but it's still some fan favorites in there. Obviously, we saw Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yes.
But fighting-wise,
They are the Ken and Ryu of Mortal Kombat.
yeah. Fighting-wise, did it look like a
No,
fluid
okay,
game?
fighting-wise, holy crap. Okay, they're bigger. The backgrounds are super duper dynamic. They learned a lot from Injustice. Injustice really
Injustice was
taught
a
them a
great
lot.
game.
They learned how to use the environment, and they experimented with a lot of stuff, which makes me really excited about Injustice 2.
Right?
But
Like,
that's
it
not,
just keeps
that's
getting
not
better.
happening. That's
It
not
keeps getting
happening.
better.
That's not here yet. Right
yet.
now, Mortal Kombat,
years.
the characters are very well defined. The fatalities and X-rays are very cringe-worthy. Like,
Mortal Kombat had a great story, good fighting mechanics that brought everything back. Injustice said, hey, here's the gameplay, let's add to it, make it even better. And I think this just takes the best of those both
Yes.
worlds and puts it together for what will probably be one of the better fighting games that we've seen in a long time.
and then Arkham City, because comic book fans.
Yes, Arkham Knight is going to be fantastic.
Or Arkham Knight. What did I say? Arkham City?
Yeah, it happened. Arkham Knight, obviously the Batmobile, that's a thing that's not new, but there's different modes of the Batmobile. Here's the one thing that got me just so super hyped about this game. The reveal of what Scarecrow looked like.
Oh,
Scarecrow, like he looked cool in Arkham Asylum, but before that, even in comics, in the movie, he's not really that scary, though his main thing is fear. Scarecrow looks terrifying.
It's terrible.
I watched it, it was like, okay, that's creepy. I understand that Arkham Knight is gonna be like a villain in this, but Scarecrow is gonna dominate, and I can't wait to get this game.
You're in Gotham City, the Batmobile. You team up with the Batmobile, essentially. You can, like, Shoryuken a dude, and he flies in the air, and if your Batmobile is nearby, it will shoot him out of the air.
But it won't
That
kill him
is a
because
thing.
he's Batman.
No, yeah, no. Whatever.
As much as I want this game and I can't wait for it, I'm a huge Batman fan, I don't like the outfit. I understand, it makes sense and it's cool, but it looks like armor.
I like the outfit because it's a
robot
cybernetic
arm.
suit.
It's
It
like-
makes sense to me. He has a new takedown. It's like a nightmare takedown or it's something, fear takedown.
Yes.
So he can jump into a place out of the Batmobile and he can take like 3 people down in like,
It's like
1
so
second.
quick, so
it's
fast,
ridiculous.
it like slows down time. It's the gameplay, I think, is gonna just add to everything that we loved about the Arkham
Yes.
games, and this is gonna add to the series and be a must-have. Everyone's gonna be talking about it. Now, let's face it, Nintendo, you guys love it, we grew up with it, we do love it. It hasn't maybe seen too much here on the channel, but that's all about to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, the presentation this year just blew everyone away. It's like every character that you wanted, that you love from Nintendo franchises now have games. The open world Link game, Star Fox game, new Yoshi, which
Hyrule.
I'm not a big fan of the yarn thing, but it was fun to play.
And it's really fun to look at too.
Lots of great Nintendo games, plus the new one, Splatoon.
Splatoon. That's a surprise. That's fun.
That was something
it's
that I was
very
like, I don't
original.
want to play this.
Yeah, and then
I
you played it,
I
you're
was
like,
this
guys,
is so much fun.
Oh, come on, we gotta stick together.
So all of that is, if it was that alone, Nintendo would still be #1 on this list. But Super Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers.
It's so good,
It's
guys.
really fun. We played it a lot.
The control that you loved from Melee and everything that was great about Brawl, that's what this new Smash Brothers is. I was playing as Little Mac. Little Mac is OP.
And we were playing with the GameCube controllers.
GameCube controllers.
They're bringing them back for the
I hope they also
Wii U.
you could sell, because I know PDP is going to be making more GameCube controllers, but I hope they have like more Nintendo GameCube controllers to buy, because they just are so perfect.
Anyone who knows me knows, like, I root for Nintendo, but with a grimace on my face, because Nintendo holds that is like my video game origin story.
Right? That's
So the fact that I'm like standing here right now, I'm like, yes, Nintendo, like that's.
Nintendo.
I'm
like,
excited.
They
Good
lost a
job.
lot of money this last year with the Wii U.
They did.
Guess what? They don't care. They're gonna make a lot of money in the next year and a half.
I think so.
Also, I think this had 20 characters playable for this demo. There will be 33 characters at time of launch. Pac-Man was announced secretly, but it was announced. It's gonna be great. It's just Super Smash Bros. Guys. So there you guys go. That's the top 5 of like the best things to come out of the E3 2014. Last year was all about the next-gen consoles. A lot of people were complaining.
Yes.
What about the games? This year, they
games.
fixed it.
They're
It's
here.
like just games at your faces. The Xbox presentation was great. The PlayStation presentation were great, though they didn't make it to our list. I'm very excited to see all the games coming out for those consoles. It was good. It was a good E3.
And it wasn't as crowded as last year with all the new
It was
consoles.
just perfect.
It was great. Welcome to the fray, new consoles, next gen. Welcome.
Yeah. Now let us know from this E3, what were you guys excited for? What game can you not wait to play for Super Smash Brothers? Who's gonna be your character? Just say Little Mac.
What game can you not wait to play?
It's Super Smash Evolve. Like, I want more and more Evolve.
Assassin's Creed.
Ah, dude, the crew, all of them. I want all the games now.
Well, guys, I think it's pretty obvious that Joven and I are very excited about a lot of things coming out of E3. You know who's not excited? These top 5 pissed off protagonists I talk about in my top 5 pissed off protagonists top 5 that I did this one time. And you can check out this Honest Game trailer about Final Fantasy. The fantasy's never final. I don't get it.